yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining this Spaces session. Sorry for this delay because of some technical glitch. So we'll start the session now. We have received some questions and we'll start answering those questions. I think most part will get covered in that. If those who have joined, if they can give thumbs up in case they are able to hear, then it will help us know that that you are able to listen to us.
Okay. So first, I mean, before we start with the questions and all, just want to send the token of appreciation to all our subscribers who have been with us for a very long time. We started this service in 2018, and it's been a fairly long and fruitful journey for all of us. We all learned and grew together, and it's been an absolute honor to have subscribers like all of you. And it's a bit sad that we have to basically end this service, but that's how things are. And we will not do the reasons behind all that, but yeah, all good things come to an end, and this is coming to an end. From our end, we will, we have conveyed long time back that we will be stopping. So that sense that everything is going according to the plan, and as promised, we have given a guide path for all the stocks. There's just probably stocks which are remaining, which will come in a couple of days. So yeah, thanks so much to really, it has been an honor, and it has been a great experience for us, something which we will cherish for a long time. Nitin, you want to add something?
Yeah, perfect. And thank you everyone for all the support that you have provided during all these years. It has been a wonderful journey for us also. Let me start with questions. Dhirubhai, am I audible properly?
Yes.
Perfect. So I'll start with the questions that we received. The first one is it's a repetition of the previous questions, or it has been asked many a times. What is the reason for closing the service? Is the reason for closing the service relates with stiffer regulations in India? So somebody wanted to know about that. Would you like to elaborate, Jitubhai, on that? We have already mentioned about this, that in some aspect, yes, it is linked with that as well. And we wanted to pursue, we didn't want to pursue this business, and that's why we are closing the service. And we have actually announced this almost 26 months ago, sometime in August 2023, that we'll be closing the service by December. And that path we are continuing, and we have given enough time for our subscribers also, so that they continue to take the informed decision about what needs to be done for with respect to the service.
Yeah, yeah. The second question is on what will happen to the access to the platform. I think we have already conveyed that before also, and in the investor forum also, that access to the platform will be there till 31st December. Post that, since the service is ending, obviously access to the platform will no longer be there. I mean, that's to go with the regulations also.
Correct. Because of the regulatory reasons also, once the service period is over, we can't provide you the services or the platform. So there are some constraints with respect to that, so we'll not be able to provide the access. The next question is how we can remain connected with you, as we have learned a lot from your newsletter, response to your queries, through your investor forum, your research report. And there is another similar one. We are so happy with your advisory and research that it is unfortunate we are parting ways. Do you have any ways in which we can continue to avail your guidance and research services? I understand that it is very difficult to get such honest and valuable guidance like we have been receiving from Aurum Capital. You both guys are so experienced our market veterans. So first of all, thank you so much for these kind words. As far as remaining connected is concerned, our email ID will continue to remain that way, and we'll continue to do some sessions which are possible within the regulatory framework. Those will definitely do. In case we are visiting in any of the cities, we'll try to meet the investors there and will inform accordingly in this forum. Jitu bhai, you want to add?
Yeah, so thanks for the kind words. I mean, instead of thinking of us as market veterans, we will have to, submit that we are students of investing. We continue to learn, and that will be a lifelong quest for us. Uh, and as far as disseminating whatever we have learned and whatever we gain in experience over the years and future, we will try to do our best about this. I mean, we were doing it before we launched service also, and hopefully, whatever regulatory framework will allow, we'll continue to share our learnings with everyone. So, yeah, so the next question is, if we want to learn from you, is there any paid training service you can provide us? If so, what are the charges?
No, Jitu bhai,
Yeah.
no, your audio is breaking in between. So can you please check if your connectivity is proper? You have a good internet.
No, same thing I'm having with your voice also. I think it is a space problem.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, there is no paid training service which we have, and there is no intention of it also, to be honest, at this point in time. And so yeah, and till date, whatever we have done is always been without any consideration, and that's what it will be whenever we disseminate whatever learned or over the years. So we intend to keep it that way. Definitely, there is no plan of any paid services for training or anything. And one thing we want to add, please, no one should pay anything on my name or Aurum name or Nitin's name to anyone. We don't have any service where we are charging anything. So just please be cognizant of that. Obviously, you know that there are impersonators and the Telegram channels and so on. All these things keep happening to a lot of people in the industry. So just be aware that please don't make any payments or to anyone. We are not offering any service, any paid service.
Correct. Next question, you would like to take that?
Yeah. Next question is actually not a question. It's just about some appreciation about the closure reports also. It's just that. The next one is it is a big loss to the industry if you're closing down your operations. Why don't you start a service like PMS or AI for as other research analysts have started to? And there is one more question like that. How can we get the details of this if you're planning PMS or AI? As of now, nothing is planned. We will decide what to do in the future. As of now, nothing is planned. If at any point in time we plan to do something like this, definitely you will hear from us. We will email you if at all we do any of this.
Okay. I don't know if you have already read this comment. I don't have any questions, but I just want to appreciate your information informing the clients about the closure of service almost 26 months ago and giving glide path. Also, finally, those closure reports on each stock under coverage under current coverage are written in very simple language without any jargons and complexities. These are very helpful to understand. I wish you all the best for your future. So, thank you very much for your kind words. Our efforts were in this direction only. We wanted to keep everything simple to understand. No difficult words, no jargons, no complexities, and simple reports which can be understood and implemented accordingly.
Sure. The next question is, can you provide three industry where you see opportunity in coming future and cycle is turning? So there, I mean, there are, power, I think, show well. From a contra perspective, one can look at paper sector. Probably the worst is behind. It may take some time, but hopefully next year should be better than current year. So some turnaround can happen in paper. Uh, Capital markets might present an opportunity in the future, including banks and NBFCs. We do have some in the coverage, and uh, that sector is one where there are opportunities. Uh, so yeah, these since it was asked about these three sectors, we have given those. The next one is there are some stocks which have done exceedingly well, and there are which might not have done that well. Can you provide what to do with those that have not done well? So yeah, human nature is always like that. That we always tend to focus on what is not doing well, and it is fair enough that that always happens with everyone. Uh, so yeah, some stocks obviously will not do well. Not everything can do well. Over the last 7 years, out of the total exits which we have taken, around 65 exits has happened in service. I think four are negative. In that sense, there is a good, strike rate for us. Different stocks have given different returns. Uh, and in the current list of 20 stocks, there will definitely be few which are not doing well. It is also a function of what is happening in the markets over the last 15 months. Uh, there has been the good correction in the markets. Though indices are showing close to all-time high, but uh, uh, hardly very few portfolios will be closer to that. There will be significant drawdowns across portfolios because the markets and the million stocks have fallen quite a bit, upwards of 20%. So yeah, I mean that is part of the course. I think as long as we're in good stocks, uh, these are the times which one has to get through. They always come. This is the first time, and this will not be the last time. So yeah, I mean from our end, we have tried to provide stop loss just so that if something to break with the company. Obviously, if you can do a bit of fundamental research, it is for you to decide whether you want to adhere to stop loss or not. And we have tried to give the targets also for all the stocks. Obviously, we don't know whether those targets will hit or not. But this is, I mean, we have tried to give a rationale also for those targets. So yeah, uh, one also has to understand that there will be some stocks which will not do well. Things can go wrong. So yeah, it's up to one what to do. Overall, we should look at what has happened with the whole portfolio and the list of stocks. That is what is important. Uh, Nitin, anything to add on your end?
No, perfect. You covered the points. Uh, So the next question is how to recognize peak pessimism and euphoria in the market, and how to have a behavioral control during such times. So we have actually covered this in multiple forums. The peak pessimism and euphoria. Pessimism is time when nobody is interested in looking those stocks, or when people are not interested in looking or opening their accounts, demat accounts, and don't want to look at the price of these stocks. And euphoria is one where everybody wants to rush and to buy those stock or specific companies, where a lot of discussion is all around, positive discussion is all around about those industries or companies. So not very difficult or rocket science to identify peak pessimism or euphoria. Peak is difficult, but pessimism and euphoria, we don't know whether it is going to be peak pessimism or peak euphoria. It takes time. It can be, peak pessimism can take time to turn around, and similarly for peak euphoria. Either way, direction can be unilateral and can be longer also. But having said that, it's extremely important to have behavioral control during such time. We should not get affected. Rather, we should have a clarity about what we need to do before that time arrives. So, if we are passing through peak pessimism, we need to know that there will be correction in the prices of stocks. But if we have done our work, we are clear about the companies in which we have invested. We should have the confidence to hold them, and in case we have ability to buy, we should add more towards that time, because in longer term we tend to get better returns in such opportunities. You want to add anything, Jitin?
Yeah, I mean, these are the phases of the market cycles always kind of, basically make the pendulum swing to either side of optimism, pessimism. And yeah, there will be periods when, as been mentioned, there is very little interest. You don't feel like looking at your portfolio and so on. I don't think we are there yet. I don't know whether that will come, to be honest. But we believe that, fair amount of time we have spent expecting and sideways. Obviously, there are still areas where there is a lot of fraud. In fact, today there is a tweet I put out. Last year I had put data on all the listed companies, and I've tried to, basically put updates to that. Today itself I put update and all that. So you can see from the tweet that value is emerging. So basically, just one data point I will give that out of the 4 to 4,500 stocks listed last year, only five stocks were the PE of 15. Now that figure is more than 1,000. So yeah, over the last 1 year, 15 months, there has been a correction, which is very healthy. Always remember that corrections are necessary for the markets too. Uh, so yeah, I mean, we look at the future from optimism. We don't think there is anything to worry for long-term investors. And current markets or future drawdown should be used to basically add to your stocks where you have conviction is what I believe. Uh, so yeah, I mean, and at the same time, about we can talk a bit more about euphoria and bubbles. So bubbles, I mean, we went through a bubble. I think post COVID, all the way till September 2024, there was a bubble that was linked with the valuations and all that. I think we did caution a number of times all of last year. We even tried to, basically mitigate it through higher selection of large cap and safer stocks. So as to, basically mitigate the damage. So yeah, I mean, those are the things one can do during these periods, one doesn't want to sit out because it's very difficult to gauge, uh, the bubble or what the size of the bubble will be. So no one can say with certainty that yeah, this is the of the bubble. So as investors, our job is to keep on calibrating portfolios accordingly when we see euphoria or when we see pessimism.
Yeah, perfect. Uh, the next question is, are you closing the service due to the differences in the partners?
Absolutely
Jitu bhai?
not. Absolutely not. I mean, there is absolutely nothing which is there in between the partners. If at all we do anything in the future, if at all, there's a big if, definitely do it together. We are like brothers, and we are more closer each day than we were yesterday. So, totally, that is not a point of contention or reason.
Absolutely. No, no, absolutely. Absolutely. The next question is, it will help me if you can recommend any other service provider of your quality and integrity.
So, first of all,
Uh, f- f-
thanks about the comment. But yeah, I mean, we will not be able to recommend anybody and beyond the scope also and beyond the regulations also. Uh, our uh, our role is permitted to basically research on equity, and that's what we do. We have no jurisdiction on commenting on anybody else. A lot of good people, but we'll reserve the comment on that.
what investment strategies will you focus on in your personal investment post 31st December when this service is closed?
Yeah, I mean, we will continue doing the same things which we have been doing. Uh, Basically, focus on value. Nothing changes for us in our personal investment. Also, will go on as it has been. Uh,
Yes. Can you shed light on the valuation of current Indian markets? There are fund managers who are either in cash or talking about cash. And the next one is also similar one, which is connected. What is your opinion on gold and silver?
so yeah, I mean, we will reserve opinion on gold and silver because that is beyond the context of this particular space, and this is for our subscribers. So we can talk about uh, valuation of the current year markets. As I said in my previous answer also, there are still bits of fraud. Obviously, that has reduced over the next year or so. And there are pockets of value if one is ready to look at it. Many stocks are available below PEG of 1 or close to PEG of 1, which we think is a decent investment if there is growth. So yeah, something like growth at the reasonable price, something which you are getting now, uh, in many areas, and that is what one should look at. Valuations in mind. As far as comments about others who's basically uh, want to say cash or talking about cash. I mean, there are nobody to comment on anyone else. In our, as far as I am concerned, or I think Nitin is concerned, we are kind of invested to the. I mean, we might be having very little cash, to be honest. As I have said before, we calibrate the portfolio so that whenever the correction come, we are hit less. That's only our endeavor. And whenever these corrections come, we have to basically bide these times, see drawdown to the portfolio because everything becomes clearer in hindsight. when you are going through it, you don't know that this is the top and you should sell and go away. That doesn't happen, at least with not us, not with us. I'm not good enough to call the tops or the bottoms. So yeah, and whenever I see euphoria or when I see peak pessimism, the only thing I want to do is calibrate my portfolio accordingly, so that when there is euphoria, I can get a benefit and I can, basically run well enough. And when there is pessimism, uh, the drawdown is limited. So that's all we can do as value investors, and that's all we continue to. Uh, Anything you want to add something?
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely correct. And uh, in such situation, what we need to do is always focus on the valuation aspect of the business and the growth possibilities. Whenever there is a comfort for valuation and the growth is there, possibility of growth or permanent damage of the business is not there, then we should explore those opportunities. That is how one has to look at always. And as far as Indian market valuations are concerned, you rightly mentioned, and we have done the same way in our list of stock. If you notice, we have moved from small and mid cap stocks to large cap stocks during last 1.5 year period, and that was a very conscious decision considering the risk involved in small and mid cap stocks. So reasonably on those stocks we have done reasonably well. Some of them have given returns more than what we would have anticipated during this period. So we are happy about that. There can be and there will continue to be challenges in the market. However, whenever there is a correction or there is sideline going on or there is pessimism in the market, it gives the basis for the subsequent opportunities in the market, and that is how the bull markets are built. The next question is market has been on the sideline or stocks have corrected in last few months. What could be the positive trigger
I
for the
think
market
Nitin,
from here?
this we will address in the note we send out.
Sure,
So
sure.
that should have answer to this question. I think we should
Yes.
reserve it right now.
Yeah. So we are planning for
Hmm,
the newsletter, and that will get released in next few days.
hmm.
And we'll cover this particular question and many other aspects also will cover in the newsletter. Jitubhai, there is a request to speak by Anmol Mahatani. Let me see if he can speak. Let me just approve that.
Okay.
I have approved. Anmol? No, it's gone actually. I think he has withdrawn this. Yeah. Anmol, you're there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, Anmol. Go ahead.
So, first of all, just wanted to thank you both. I think it's been a wonderful journey. I've joined someone who been since with you guys since 2018 August, right? So, just wanted to check. I mean, the thing is, I know that you have answered this question in your previous question also. What is your way forward? What is the possibility of you guys? I mean, launching a PMF or anything of that sort? How we can be, connected, or maybe if some offline also if you want to meet you guys. How is a possibility in those kind of things? I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, so we answered actually in one of the questions, Anmol. We have not decided anything right now. Earlier, there was a complete no-no in terms of any other service that we were expected to provide. But there is a lot of requests coming in from many of the subscribers, and we are reconsidering that request. But no decision has been taken, as Jitin mentioned. So whatever is decided will inform all our subscribers, and in case we are planning for any services, this will come, of course, under the ambit of the regulatory requirements. So it will take its own time based on the approvals that we get. But nothing is final as of now.
And the email ID still Aurum will be the active, is it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Every email ID will remain as is.
So I would say, I'll be very honest and say that, previously Ours was, basically 90% no and 10% yes. Maybe now we are at 60% no and 20% yes, Nitin. That would be fair enough. We still have to go to 60% yes before we even decide that. So I'll be very honest with you. That's what the situation is right now. Uh, since guys are like family for us, we thought that we'll tell you exactly what state we are in right now.
Perfect. And any like whenever you're coming to city, you'll like any city, how would we know that we have a small catch up or something of that sort?
So we will. I mean, we
Yeah,
have
so
been trying to
yeah,
do that whenever we can. We obviously do go to conferences and all that also once in a while. So there will be opportunity to meet there. And whenever we visit any season, if there is a time permitting, we always have basically try to schedule just meets with investors. So yeah, we will definitely uh, try and continue to do that. Nitin, you might want to add something.
yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned earlier, that whenever we are in any of the cities, generally we inform through Twitter also. So that will continue to be there, and it all depends on availability of time. Sometimes it can be very quick and short visit, uh, because we have our own agenda coming to that particular city, and most of the time this agenda is around meeting companies, meeting new promoters. So it all depends on the availability of time. In case time is there, we definitely will meet. In most of the cities, we have actually met people wherever we have gone. So we'll definitely inform. We'll continue to inform through Twitter whenever we are there and we are available.
Sure, thanks. Just one last question. So basically, I think I might come to Pune maybe in month of January. So will you guys be available in the office or Aurum Capital?
We will take it up offline. Anmol, you drop an email. Depending
Yeah.
on availability, we'll definitely meet.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best. Bye.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, I mean, I was just going through the comments. Unfortunately, there have been audio issues, and a lot of people have faced that. Even I also faced the issue when Nitin was speaking, and Nitin was speaking when I was speaking, I think. So, yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't do anything. Hopefully, we
We'll
will
we'll
do some
we'll
space.
Yeah, so one is we'll also be writing a newsletter. So most of the points that
Yes, exactly.
we have been talking are generic in nature right now, which are questions specifically asked uh, by the subscribers that we have covered, and we'll cover more of those points and build on those points in our newsletter. And we'll also explore in future in case there is a possibility to host another such event on Spaces or maybe on some other platform which is more stable in nature. So we'll explore that as well. Yeah, Jitubhai, you want to add anything?
Yes, yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll see what we do in the future. Anyone else has any other question?
No, I don't see any other request right
Somebody
now.
had
We
asked.
can.
I think one of the
Hmm.
questions was about mutual fund recommendation or something. Obviously, that is beyond our scope, and we will not be able to comment on that. Or there was also about any other uh, subscription or analyst. Again, we have already answered that we will not be able to uh, say anything on that. But Nitin, what we can do is we can uh, add basically in the newsletter we can address some of these questions which were there or something.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. So thank you so much for all of you to join. Wishing you a very happy Christmas and happy New Year.
Thank you, sir, everyone. Uh, uh, wish you very happy festive season and Merry Christmas.